Alright guys, we're back for another episode. Last time we saw Angie died, and I was hyped as fuck. And, okay, so, I haven't played the game at all, but I've been thinking about it, right? So, first off, I kind of figured that Angie would die just because, the gimmicks they talk about with their room, like once, or how it, like, locks and shit, and how she doesn't let anyone in except the school council members. So instantly, like, the only people I think that could have murdered her would have to be on the school council, though, right? Because she wouldn't let anyone else in. Or it'd have to be someone with a close tie to a student council member, which Tenko, but I mean, I don't even think Himiko likes Tenko that much. I think it's just the other way around. Or maybe Tenko, reformed, went back, and then betrayed. That could be a thing. I don't know. I think those three empty rooms are really weird, and there's definitely gonna be a mechanic behind one of them. I'm pretty sure, like, maybe you could go under the floorboards because there's that like hole in the ground in one of those rooms. But then again, they already did a under the floorboards thing in Danganronpa 2, so I don't know about that. But yeah, let's go back into it. This doesn't feel like the right music for a body discovery announcement, but alright.
This is an official announcement.
A body has been discovered. Everyone please assemble at the Ultimate Art Lab. Damn, why she blue, bro? Is she the next monodam target? Gotta murder her ass. Oh, that's why. She puked again, and it's green this time. Anafini's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. Tough. What on earth is about to happen? Nice. Love that. Angie is dead, boys.
Well then.
Let us pray for Angie. Nah, fuck that, man. Yeet. Oh. Oh, no. That is an evil robot. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Look how pissed he is, bro. He has the fucking Taka eyes from Danganronpa 1, bro. Atua, please take care of Angie.
It can't be.
Why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her?
You don't know?
Clearly she didn't. Ooh, get her ass, baby. Get her ass, Maki.
Weird.
That's not true. Angie always say Atua by our side. Fuck Atua. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua.
Right?
Yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game.
Really?
Wait, this is part of the kill. What did you think, you dumb dyke? Oh my god.
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way.
But why would someone do such awful thing?
But
Is that really what happened?
Huh?
could it be?
It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but she's talking about one of the resurrected people? No. None of the resurrected people came to life. Okay.
Uh-oh.
The vomit-soaked entrance, how novel. And the puke is green again, too. It's a pretty ominous sign. Why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monodam? I thought you were gonna make everyone get along.
It's okay.
Don't worry, overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far, yes. Our bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not?
It's fine.
Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. But how?
So then.
Let's get started. Now we're gonna get the Monodam file.
We are all friends.
Mono Cubs file or something. conduct a friendly investigation. Then we will have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first. Oh, it's still a Monokuma file.
Oh!
Oh, look, the Monokuma file. I want to be the one who passes that. Didn't you want to do it too, Monofanny?
So,
By the way, I've been thinking you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. Living is all the rage these days. More green puke. This is really unlucky.
so long, farewell.
Does that mean we're gonna get Monokuma back, bro? I need that to be honest. There's no use complaining. We're better off beginning our investigation. So everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
Yeah.
And, I mean, by the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies.
Wait!
No way Gota ever get used to this.
Nope.
Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. It's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin. Hey, facts, bro, facts. Then again, she's an orphan. Maybe her parents died or something.
Unfortunately.
Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice.
You're right.
It's true. Still, it's strange. So bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room. In the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. Certainly appears to be some kind of ritual.
Shuichi!
Alright, bro, I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together.
Okay.
No, I want to be Maki's sidekick, bro. Fuck you. Yeah, bro, you feeling okay, kinda?
Okay.
Seriously, don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
Seems like
Culprit? Is it really someone among us that killed Angie? I get how you feel, Samudi, but do you have time to repeat that tired little line every time? She really said that every time. I don't even really pay attention to what she says, I'm gonna be real honest. Oh no, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student? Bro, you think they're alive? Look at them shits, they're all hung, bro. Hung as a horse.
Huh?
Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? She made those wax dolls hanging down upside down as part of the ritual.
could it be?
Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her.
Hey,
Look, shut up, Artie.
What?
It's her fault telling scary stories out of nowhere. Bro, you a pussy as hell, bro. Like messed up stuff like that. Bro, you look so fucking weird. Ugh. Nasty face off my screen, bro. Kaido, you alright?
Damn.
Sure. Sorry, Shuichi. I just need to get some fresh air. Later, bitch. Didn't want to be your partner anyway. Leave this to you and Maki. Do it. Yes. Yeah, me and Maki, baby. Good job, you guys. So, y'all see that sword stabbed in Kaede, right? Kaido left, still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage.
jeez.
You clearly settled right into your sidekick role.
It's okay.
I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well,
She's acting more responsible, at least. I like that. No, I really want her to survive, but I don't think there's any way she's going to. I have my doubts. So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
You're right.
Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, before we talk about this Monokuma file, something needs to be addressed. Last episode I said the Suns were potential winners of the NBA draft. I take that back. I like their draft, don't get me wrong. It's just they definitely could have traded back, got more assets, and still drafted the same players. But I like Ty Jerome and I like Cam Johnson. I think they're good players. I just, I forgot that they were projected to go so late that they could have traded back, got maybe a couple more second round picks, maybe a first round pick, some assets there. But I meant they were winners based solely off of the players they got, not based off of how they did their shit. Anyway, enough about that. Don't want to bring it up for a third or fourth straight episode. Tonight is the NBA awards show. I want to talk about my MVP, all my awards. So, real quick, MVP James Harden, Sixth Man of the Year Lou Will, Defensive Player of the Year I got Rudy Gobert. Coach of the Year I got Doc Rivers. I know it's strange to go Doc Rivers, but just things he was doing for that team's incredible, really. I know it's obviously probably just going to end up going to Nick Nurse or Coach Bud from Milwaukee, but I like what Doc Rivers did. I'm not going to lie. Rookie of the Year, give me Trey. And I'm missing something, aren't I? Six-man, rookie, coach, MVP. What am I missing? I feel like a fucking idiot right now. Holy shit. But anyway, whatever I missed, I'm sure it's not fucking important anyway. So yeah, I got James Harden as my MVP. Y'all are gonna say, "Oh, that's stupid. Giannis should be it." You're gonna call me a Bucks hater because I didn't have Giannis winning any of the awards, and I didn't have Coach Bud winning Coach of the Year. Whatever you want to say about me, go ahead. My reasoning is pretty simple, really. Look, James Harden was an unstoppable offensive monster this year. He was double teamed for most of the season, and in January when he was averaging, or combined December and January when he was averaging like 43 points, 8 assists, and whatever, I think like 6 rebounds or something. That's a legendary month. Like, that has almost never happened before, barring like Wilt Chamberlain, I'm pretty sure. And that happens without any of his teammates. Clint's out. Chris Paul's out. Eric Gordon was in and out a few of those games because he missed a few of those, like 16 games or something this year. And you talk about how they started off 11-14. You say you shouldn't punish Giannis because James Harden's team started off slow. If you looked at the stats, James Harden was not starting off slow. Second game of the year, 50-10, 50-11-10 or something. 50-point triple-double versus the Lakers. Just, incredible performance by James Harden. And they won that game. But for the Rockets to win games at the start of the season, James Harden really had to explode. Like, Chris Paul was having a career low in like every stat at the start of the year. Eric Gordon was not hitting 3-pointers at the start of the year. You can go check. He was like shooting, I think, 30% or lower, which is really bad because that's his only role on the team, really. And Clint Capella was not playing well. It took until December for him to wake up and finally start grabbing rebounds and scoring a shit ton. But yeah, with support like that, it was kind of obvious, And even then, the Rockets ended, 53-29 or something? Whatever the math is to get 82. I think that's 53-29. The Bucks ended 60-22. All things considered, the Rockets were pretty close considering their abysmal start. Like, 7 wins shouldn't determine an MVP. Like, that's not a lot. Especially considering Giannis doesn't even earn all these wins because he's resting on the bench the whole damn time. Like, if you really consider it, their record when Giannis isn't playing is still really good. And like, shit like that don't make much sense to me, how you're really going to just let a superstar rest for 22 games have him play non-superstar value minutes. Like, he's only playing 32 minutes a game. Like, that's not enough for an MVP in my opinion. Like, that just don't make no sense to me if we're being honest here. But anyway, back to the game. I really just, I can't stand the comparisons of Giannis versus Harden, and people really think Giannis deserved to win. And if we're really going to talk about, everyone loves criticizing Harden for his playoff performance. What happened to Giannis there? He got fucking exposed. He could not do shit. Man, this was useless. Versus the Raptors, of course, is what I'm talking about. And Harden versus the Warriors, which it's kind of crazy because, the Rockets basically helped the Raptors win the finals because we injured KD. So Amon Shumpert is the Raptors' hero, and that's about that. And he helped save next year. So NBA ratings go up. Amon Shumpert is your man to thank. You didn't do anything to KD, but whatever. Alright. Body was found in the Ultimate Artist's lab. Time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. Cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Forehead also has a laceration. What? So the back of the neck? Okay, so she had to go for the forehead first. None of these guys carry anything sharp. Right? I don't know. Forehead has a laceration. So, well, it's not a sneak attack if the forehead got cut, right? And the cause of death is a back hit. Like a hit to the back of the neck. I don't know. Interesting. So I'm already kind of confused. One from a file included the time of death, 2 a.m. I must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimony.
But
The murder happened at nighttime, after all. Wait. No. Himiko. Wait, what time were we in there last night? No, that was like as soon as nighttime started, though, right? We went up at like 10, I think. And as we left, Himiko was there. And didn't she say she stood guard at the door? The murder happened at nighttime, after all. Everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Atua said. Shut up, you dumb bitch. What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, I guess.
Why?
A member of the student council. That's...
All right.
Just gonna figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together.
It's impossible.
Shut up, dude. Oh shit, I can't stand this dumb bitch. I can't.
Himiko?
Jeez. My least favorite characters now because Angie's dead. I don't know. This game just has a lot of unlikable characters. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they want to do. Like, I don't know if that's what they're trying to do. They're really just trying to make the boy Shuichi survive with a bunch of fucking pea brains. God damn. I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body.
But
If we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
Whatever.
I don't care anymore. Okay, edgy bitch.
What a pain.
Surviving and everything else. It's too much of a pain.
what was that?
Why don't you just use your magic to revive him? Ooh, call her out me. That's what we like to see.
Please stop.
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
Cannot say that with certainty, no? What, the Necronomicon or whatever?
Huh?
Excuse me.
No.
Of course resurrecting her is impossible, but I know a way we can speak with Angie. Don't tell me we're going to your lab, bro.
You see.
Send her spirit with the seance called the Caged Child. Seance.
What are you trying to pull?
What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me!
It's no time for jokes.
I am serious.
It's for our investigation.
Huh?
For our investigation.
Yes.
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close.
Well, you know.
First a resurrection ritual, and now a seance. Are you messing with us? Did we just fucking talk about if he was messing with us or not? Dude, stop repeating the
Do you
same shit.
understand?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They're written in literature the world over. Okay, so we're fucking resurrections. What? You ever read a fiction novel before, buddy? Like, what non-fiction novel talks about seances? I don't think any of them do. In fact, I myself have participated in seance a great many times. Many times? Okay, so this guy's used to dead bodies, is what I'm hearing. On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. Be foolish to not take advantage of this, yes?
No.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for some. Are you dumb, bro?
However,
Well, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes.
What?
Earlier theory.
therefore,
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one head.
well,
So to prove such a thing impossible, I think it best if we consult Angie herself.
incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar to say the least. No, it's not. It makes perfect fucking sense, you dumb bitch. How else are we gonna know if it's a transfer student? And besides the fact that they're all hanging upside down, I don't think anyone could have done it, but holding a seance to find out about the ritual. So we're gonna fight the occult with the occult.
Okay,
Well, can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution.
how exciting.
I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
I'll help too. You too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. Okay. She doesn't mean that much to anyone anyway, bro. She's not the biggest loss we've had so far. Seance or whatever it takes, I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. Can't leave Himiko.
Do whatever you want.
She doesn't like you, bro.
yes.
Okay, I will.
So then,
Now we have 4 participants. Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. So, Maki, can you go so I can investigate? The Caged Child requires 5 people. We're still 1 short. And the keyboard. Oh, what the fuck? I don't want keyboard nigga going. The keyboard can come too.
You're right.
Guess we can't be picky.
why?
He's not a person. Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden?
Well then,
And we need a place to perform a seance. Where shall we do it? How about your lab, you dickhead? Yeah, how about your lab?
no.
In order for the Caged Child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. Oh, we're about to get another dead body. The lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough. Someone's gotta suggest one of those fucking square, small rooms, and someone's gonna die in it. I'm already going in.
Then,
How about the empty room? Oh, yep. Here we go.
That's
Empty rooms. The one on the 4th floor? Just like the one on the same floor you're on. What the fuck? There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
yeah.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Listen up.
No, I agree with Himiko.
Tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? Someone's gonna say the first one. Here it comes. And I'm gonna be spot on with my theory that there's gonna be another murder happening in the first one and the under the floorboards thing. Here we go.
then,
The middle. Oh. God damn it. There goes the theory, boys. Middle room's always best for stuff like
I
this.
see, yes.
Actually, why would anyone commit a murder in a room of 5 people? It'll be dark, pitch black. So technically, like, you can pin out 3 other people. I shall review the preparations. I shall have your 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from my lab. Really going to do it? Yeah, he's pretty serious about it, buddy.
Do you understand?
This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. Yikes. Not a lot of people here investigating. Kiyo, Kokichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene.
This is stupid.
Are they serious about this stupid seance?
But
Perhaps this is part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Investigation time. Holy shit. Let's go. Really? I can't investigate Kaede? Really? Really? She has a fucking sword in her. Okay, whatever. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
We're going to take a closer look. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time. Sounds like someone who's hiding. Sounds like something someone who's hiding something would say. Yikes, that is not a English sentence there, bro. What I'm saying is, she seems like she could be the murderer, you know. She didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. There's no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Cakes. No, oh, okay, now I can. Katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this and why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Rocky nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out the effigy. Does it have blood on it?
Ah!
Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
What is it?
Wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
It's true, but we have to preserve the scene. Fuck that. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
Has blood. It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on. Oh, so if you hold it, you have gold on your hands. Okay. Also, it wouldn't have blood if it's stabbed into a wax effigy, so instantly we know that's the murder weapon.
Okay.
I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist Ooh. That's so.
Okay.
Probably assume it's the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains at the tip. Yeah. Edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But...
They go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon. Probably to pin Kurikiyu as the murderer.
That's true.
Could have grabbed him. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon. That would make you a suspect. So if it was you doing it, you would go to Kurikiyu's lab to make him a suspect and not you a suspect.
Could it be...
Perhaps because Kiyo's lab's on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. I don't think that's it, Chief.
Well...
Maybe they needed a long weapon. You're telling me your lab doesn't have a long weapon?
Huh?
A long weapon?
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, that's interesting. So there's something there. So the floorboards thing doesn't make any sense unless Angie fell asleep on the floor or something. But you would need a long weapon to go into the floorboard. I might really just be keen in on this under the floorboards thing.
Huh?
Really?
That's true.
Not sure how Monokuma found that out, but you must know that I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using it. Oh. Well, when you mess up a mission, you have to kill yourself. That's the rule, ain't it? I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry. Suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. How did they know all this? And it's a katana, so she might have botched this mission as well. Ooh. The gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
Pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easy.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them. Ooh. Just a fight, bro. She doesn't like being sticky. Tough. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm gonna put the katana back where it was. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. Bruh, come on now, you a pussy. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
By the way...
If so, why was the weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? That's the question. A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? That's probably what it was. They're probably trying to make us think the blood came from the wax sculpture because they're a fucking idiot. I don't know. Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide a murder weapon than this. Big facts.
What are you talking about?
What's the reason for this?
That's...
No idea.
Well...
Investigate where this weapon came from. We might include that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that, sure. Or make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Cool. Well, let's check out her hanging doll. Seems eerie, blah blah blah. Ropes are hanging from exposed beams. Nothing different about any of the ropes, is there? Not that I can tell.
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this rope from a warehouse? Yeah, probably.
you're right.
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone down these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of a manhole. Bags. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that could be used for murder. Is that a hidden Monokuma up there? Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
that's true.
Did Ryoma have a chain tied to his shoe? Whatever that is. Oh, it's like an ankle chain, probably. Yeah, okay. These effigies look exactly like real people. Not their face, but their bodies, too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is it part of the ritual? What do you mean, why is this effigy? Like, all of the effigies, probably? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? We'd go out of their way to hang a wax effigy. Probably need to read the Necronomicon. If you're gonna do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? Culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? Just blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of her neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
Killing blows, a single stab to the back of the neck, a sneak attack most likely. No, because then why would there be a laceration on her forehead?
Well,
Yeah. The culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her. And that's not no damn sneak attack, what?
but
The two wounds are substantially different. Had the culprit changed weapons mid to oh, that's not looking good for Maki. She's an assassin, you know.
Oh yeah,
Suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
So the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What? A deep wound that isn't bleeding much. Interesting. What's wrong with these two wounds? It's like they're inconsistent, you know. The back wound's bleeding more, so it should be deeper. I don't know. Or maybe it's just one wound that went from the back of her head to her forehead. But I don't think that's what it is.
huh?
Because then they wouldn't have commented about how the front one was deep. It would just be one wound. Never mind. Huh?
huh?
What's wrong, Monkey?
Got a minute?
Move down. Monkey pushed me aside and looked Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
It was doing crumpled underneath her body.
what is it?
This is duct tape, right? It's got some of her hair. Okay, so that's the sticky side on top. And the non-sticky side's on the bottom. But what is it there for? It must be related to the case. Their hairs, long hairs, Angie's, right? That's an assumption, but it's probably right. Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? Perhaps it changes the way we view it, one of the wounds, perhaps? Like, she got stabbed through the duct tape, and maybe it's less bleeding, even though it's a deep wound. Oh shit, I'm a genius. Now, the duct tape doesn't have a cut through it, so that's not it.
But
Surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible as a detective. You should have noticed it before I did. Tough.
okay.
That's true. So I guess you're still getting used to being around dead body. Oh, Maki smile face, bro. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well, then it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Do you want to die?
Yikes.
Sorry.
Joking, I couldn't resist. Huh? That's a joke, bro? That is not funny, dog. Gotta get better material.
Got a minute?
You gotta apologize, I was joking too. Oh. Well, both of you need better material, because that was not funny. That didn't sound like a joke, though. Alright, so that's all. That's all we can get off her body. Nothing about her white bands. Nothing about... Okay, pool of blood. Small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood's from the back of the neck.
Is this...
This blood's dry. It makes sense because 2 a.m. was the murder time. Must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed? Maybe more. Huh? So did Angie hit him first or something? And then Angie passed out after getting... Oh no, it's a deep wound in her forehead. What is the deep wound on her forehead? I don't get it. Like, if it was blunt force on the forehead, maybe she passed out and then they stabbed her from behind to finish her off. That's not what it is. It's been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. Why, though? Wait. No, she said a few hours before Angie was killed, not the 2 a.m. time of death. It's the 2 a.m. time of death. Listen to the what? Wait, no. Y'all read that too, right? Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the monofilm file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If you think about all the evidence in the combination, that might tell us something. Continue the investigation for now. Matthew, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating. Ouch. Ouch. That's supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? Yikes. Certainly more reliable than Kaido, at least. That guy's useless. Hey, fuck a Kaido. That's good too. Hey, Kaido's the homie, bro, but you just gotta back off the Maki roll, bro. That's mine. Let's check out the Necronomicon. This book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive of the Necronomicon. So why did she need the 4 wax effigies if it's just one resurrected person is the real question.
Hey.
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if we look at the book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. Necronomicon Resurrection Rituals. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. Size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. She did mention that. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poison. Okay, so that's why it was made of wax. I guess that makes sense. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. So that means the ritual was a success. Oh. That makes it seem like the revived person could have been the killer, right? Tap on the back, so you turn around, catch a stab to the forehead, and then as you're dying, you catch a stab to the back of your neck to finish you off. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know how they stopped the bleeding in the front of the forehead, but that makes a little bit more sense now. Ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once. So use it once. So why did she have 4 effigies? That's the confusing part. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
This is stupid.
And you really believed in this crap. Pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Alright, guys. It's been a decently long episode here. So let's just go ahead and cut it off here. Thank you all for watching. Your boy Ramsey, and I'm out. Peace.